Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new, back with another Dirt Racing Career Mode episode here. Hopefully, we can do well at the showcase here at Port Royal, because this is going to be a real tough one. We have the points lead by 5 right now over Ledford. We've done really well this season so far. We got a win to start out the year. Got 4th at Oswego and then 2nd at Eldora, where Ledford won at Eldora, and he beat us by 1 spot at Oswego. So, been real tight battle with him so far. I did end up going and getting the final upgrade on our engine going into the showcase. We might need it just because it's a very big track. And then we also have Williams Grove coming up and Huset's in this episode. So it'll be an interesting 3 races here. Hopefully we can do well at Port Royal. We don't necessarily have to try and win this thing, but the better we do, the better it'll be for us in the points. We just have to beat all the full-time guys mainly. I'm really only looking at Ledford right now because he's the only one being as consistent as us this season, and I think him and Long are usually the guys up here we're battling with for the championship, so really trying to pay attention to them on the season, and hopefully we can do well. 20 laps here at Port Royal for our first showcase of the season. All right, got about a 10th faster than the practice goal, which is a top 5 practice goal, which is very shocking that we hit that. Not going to get close to that in qualifying, but if I can run a 16.9 here in qualifying, I'll be happy. It's the fastest we've ran here so far with that engine upgrade and stuff, so it's faster than what we ran last season, or the last time we were here in the UMPs, I would say. Not last season, because we were in 305s and street stocks before this, but we did run these for like 3 seasons and stuff. Almost got the wall there at entry. I'm trying to run high and keep the car straight. It's been the fastest for me through practice. Try not to hit the wall in the straightaways and slow ourselves down though. Trying to not get all out of whack down these straightaways. It's very easy to do so. 17.0, so like a 10th off of what I ran. 10th and a half, kinda. I think I kind of messed ourselves up a little bit on that first lap. This might be a better lap overall. We'll see when we hit the line here. Hopefully it's 16.9 at least, 17.0 again. So 19th, so at least that's like in a position to start the A main. Ledford's starting behind us. He's in 23rd, so he did not qualify very well either. So very happy about that. We're starting here in heat number 1. Top 3 make it straight to the A main, I believe it is. So we're gonna have to try and gain 1 spot here. See if we can get by Jordan Weaver on the inside. Got Kyle Strickler in front of us, who is also a full-time guy. So a couple full-time guys starting out in front of us here, which is very interesting. See if we could rip this top, maybe get in front of Weaver and try to hold him off, because that would be huge for us. Just starting out in the A main without having to go through the B main would be really nice, because I've always had to go through the B main at this track for sure. I need to try and get down in front of Weaver or something. Don't hit the wall. I got really out of whack there. Try to get the cut down on him maybe. Kind of ran into his rear end, and now I'm all out of whack on the straightaway. Dang it. Not what we needed there. Because if we finish 4th here, we're going to be on pole for the B main, which we'll just run away with that for the most part. Which will be nice, but I really want to try and start further up in the A main if we can. I'm going to try and slide Weaver here and try and park it in front of him. Oh my goodness, I don't know how we got that to stick. Thought for sure he was gonna cross us back over. I'm just gonna mirror drive him. We're on the final lap, and somehow we got up into 3rd. We had such a run off of turn 4 on the last lap, and I nailed the wall. But hey, we finished 3rd. I'll take it. That's gonna start us pretty good in this A main. 13th. That is really, really nice. I'm happy about that one. Hopefully we can try to work our way to the top 10 quite quickly, and then maybe we could try to work for our top 5 sponsor goal, because we have hit that in the first 3 races of the season also, so just trying to be consistent there. And Ledford's starting probably back in 23rd or so out of 23. He might be the last guy in the field right now, unless somehow he didn't make it through the B main. That would be crazy. Trying to hold the bottom here right off the start. We're 3 wide. I'm kind of leaning on these guys because my car gets out of whack if I try to turn too much on the straights. Somebody's wrecking behind us. Okay, I don't know if it was the guy on our outside 3 wide or what happened there, but it might have been, honestly. But hey, we moved up to 10th already. We're in the top 10. That's really, really nice. We got Strickler in front of us. Owens on our inside, I think, is a full-time guy as well. We'll see if we can get up by some of these guys. We got Kenny Walsh right in front of us as well. We have a ton of tear-offs. We're going to tub Kenny Walsh right there off the start. That was really nice. The outside is very fast for me, and as I say that, I just completely run somebody over. We're going to restart in 10th because Weiser on our inside got by us, unfortunately. Didn't want that, but it is what it is. got by Kenny Wallace and then messed up going into turn 3 because I don't know who I spun out. That was my bad 100% because I just ran him over. But wasn't expecting to catch up to them that much going into turn 3. Maybe we can do the same thing here again where we can get on the outside of Kenny Wallace. Not quite. I get the wall more on that one. Don't want to spin anybody else out again. I'm going to try and cut all the way down under Weiser. Get a 2-for-1, kind of. Oh, they're getting into each other ahead of us. Getting under Jimmy Owens here. Straightened it out really well mid-corner. Able to get a good run there. We're already up to 7th, and it's lap 6. I feel like we can work up here for this top 5. It would be really, really nice. That's going to be a huge payday for us, too. Even though Oswego was our biggest payday of the year for sure, like race purse-wise. That was $28,500, and we finished like 4th in that one, I want to say. So that would definitely be our biggest payout by race payout. Oh, God, getting out of whack. Somehow we just got up into 5th. Kyle Strickler messed up off of turn 4, and we had a good run there. Try and hold them back now if we can. Would be really nice. Going to try and rip the outside like we have been. I'm giving them that inside, but the outside is really fast for me in 3 and 4 at least. 1 and 2 is where they kind of catch me. I kind of can run middle here, I feel like, in 1 and 2 and keep the same kind of pace, and it kind of blocks them off. But 3 and 4, I got to be like way up here in the tack, and then kind of get a cut down does work for me. But we'll see if we can try to catch up to Trent Young. We've got Nick Hoffman up here, which I don't think either of them are full-time guys. The leader up front is not a full-time guy, and I don't think second is either. So we're ahead of everybody that's a full-time driver. I think Kyle Strickler definitely was the first guy that's a full-time driver out here. Strickler I know is for sure, but I don't believe any of these guys are up here. I don't think Nick Hoffman's a full-time guy. He's definitely out here for the showcases and maybe 1 or 2 other races, but I don't think he's full-time. Young really messed up on that last lap. I was able to get to his inside, but not able to complete the pass. That would have been real nice. I am keeping up with these guys really well, though, with this engine upgrade. It might have been worth getting that. I did want to try and save a ton of money for another series, but I really want to win the championship in this one as well, because we spent 3 seasons struggling, and we finished like 2nd or 3rd 2 years in a row. So really had to put on the pressure here for Ledford and do as well as we could in this first showcase, because especially with him qualifying back in 23rd, he honestly could have not made the A-main, but I think he did. I'm assuming that he stayed in his spot from qualifying, which would be the last spot for the A-main here, being in the B-main, but who knows. If I was in the B-main, I would be able to know for sure, but we weren't there because we got up into 3rd in our heat, luckily, and that helped us so much out for where we're at now. I don't think if I got 4th and had to go through the B-main, if we would be in 5th right now. I honestly don't think so. We got coming up to 5 laps left here at the line. We are keeping up with these like top guys. First place is kind of gone, but like 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, not that far ahead of us. 4th, I've been like getting to his bumper, and then he gets a really good run off of a corner or something. And we got Mike Harrison flying up behind me. He's been slowly catching up to me since he got by Kyle Strickler. So that's a little unfortunate. I want to hold him off and get my top 5 sponsor bonus money, because we've hit it perfectly so far for the first 3 races. That'd be really nice hitting that, just getting that little bit extra money as well. I think it's $2,600 per top 5 that we were getting, and then the perfect bonus might have been like $1,600 or something like that. So, but every little bit counts. We got 3 laps left here to try to get by Young. We do have 1 lap car up here, it looks like, that could be in the way. Young just had a huge run off of turn 1, though, so I don't think we're going to be able to catch him unless he gets messed up by this lapper. That'd be the only thing. Or if I get messed up by the lapper, honestly, who knows. It's Michael Long out here in dead last. Wow, that's crazy. He is 3rd in points. So he might actually fall out of 3rd in points there. And Young in front of us did not get messed up. They almost wreck up there. They are wrecking up there. That's 3rd and 4th. We're up in the 3rd place with the green-white checkered. Oh my goodness. We might have a shot at the win here. I don't know what just happened with Young and Lomax. That was crazy. I don't know if Mike Harrison ran into it. I doubt it, but hey, that gives us a shot. We had like 1 or 2 laps left there. I think we might have been on the white flag, or we literally just hit 2 laps left. But we have a green-white checkered here, which I honestly don't mind because we have a shot here now, but at the same time, I don't want to lose spots. Hoffman going to cross us over, try and play it safe. We're in third somehow, so I can't be complaining about it. We gained 2 spots. But I need to try to hold the bottom on Kyle Strickler behind me because he is ripping that bottom. Just going to hold bottom here in 3 and 4 also, kind of mirror drive him a little bit, and we're going to come home in third for the first showcase of the season. That was a huge, huge race for us. That's going to help us out in the points tremendously. And where did... Oh, did he not... Ledford didn't even make the showcase. Oh my goodness, that is huge. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. I don't know how he didn't make the main, honestly. But, hey, I will take it. We finished third. We're going to be well into first in the points. And where did he finish? He was 24th. He was 1 spot out of the A main, but that does lose him a point still, too, which is beautiful. And now we have nearly a 50-point lead. We have 43? Or no. Yeah, 43. I'm stupid. Yeah, I was doing the math completely wrong. Kyle Strickler moved all the way up into third in points because Long had a terrible race as well. This is massive for us. So really, I didn't even need that engine upgrade, but that helped us finish third also. And that will help us gain some more money for this race as well. But, man, having a 43-point lead already, that is going to be huge for the rest of the season. We don't have too much money. That gets us all the way up to $42,000, and the car was already repaired, but we did hit our top 5 goal perfect as well, which is really, really nice. It was $1,500 bonus, so not bad at all, but we are going on to one of the harder tracks, I feel like. We're going to stay with MSD, more race payout, definitely by a lot, and we're just going to go back with the top 5s, so that will be really nice as well. But Williams Grove, one of the tougher tracks just because the really tight corners, but we do have a really good engine now, so I'm hoping that will, like, kind of carry us through this race, and Ledford's going to have to almost win, like, the rest of the year, and I have to finish, like, bad in a couple races for him to catch us, so we'll see what ends up happening, but I'm confident we'll make the A main every week, even in these showcases, because the next one's Kokomo. We could have a shot to win that because we're good at Kokomo, and then finishing out at Knoxville is going to be tough, but we do have the engine, and we just proved that we were really good at Port Royal, which is another half-mile track, so we'll see what we could do here at Williams Grove. Tighter corners, we just have to keep up our speed and momentum off these corners, but Ledford's going to have a lot of work to do to try to catch up now. All right, I ran like 3/10 faster than the practice goal. My fastest time before was like a 7:20 something, so we absolutely killed that time, which is awesome. Top 5 for qualifying we might miss because that's going to be real tough to hit, but I'm just running right along the bottom here and seeing if we can keep up that kind of speed. I do remember, I want to say it was not in the previous seasons. Actually, it might have been. I don't know. I've been wrecking everybody here before, just because it's like such tight corners, and if they slow up on entry, I'm keeping my speed and I just run people over. Like, I do not want to slow down my speed any more than needed just because they are going to slam the brakes, but they get like huge runs off the corner. It's ridiculous, but that is a 6:20. That's not bad. Track has worn out a little bit, so I imagine times will slow down a little on this bottom, but as long as I'm not hitting the very inside, like invisible wall or the actual wall down here, I'm happy with how we're running. We'll make our way through the heat in A main. That's another 4 right there. So actually we hit it on the second lap really well. And I'll start us second in heat number 3. Ledford starting 6th. So we might have another day where we gain some points on him if he's qualified back in 6th. He needs to qualify up on the pole just about every week right now to have a chance in these races, I feel like. Because we're doing very, very well. We got Tyson Blood on our inside, not able to get down to the inside right away. Kind of spinning my tires way too much through that slick, so we fell a spot. That's unfortunate. Then I need to try to get my way back in front of Krupp, but he does go wide. I'm going to try and slide my way up in front of him so he doesn't get that run. But these long, long straightaways, just like Port Royal, I've got to be careful on the straightaways to not like overcorrect my car, because then I'm all out of whack down the entire straightaway and that would be really, really slow. Tyson Blood is absolutely flying right now, and I hit the inside invisible wall. Dang it. That does hurt our aero a little bit, but we're fine. No engine or radiator damage. That's like the main concern when I hit those invisible walls, that I don't want to damage the car in that way. Don't want to restart at this point just because I know that we have a decent start being in second, so I'm not able to get under Blood, and I don't want to lose that spot again, so I'm completely fine getting here in second, and this will start us in 7th for the qualifying dash anyways. And starting on the bottom might be able to gain a spot or two, which would be nice. We'll see if we can get in front of Ledford just to start the A main, basically, if we get that qualifying dash going. because he's going to start in 6th right on our outside, basically. That was a 7. I'm trying to experiment with how much I need to lift and like kind of tap the gas, keeping the car straight and everything. Want to see what this lap is here. It's going to end on us. Ooh, I was edging that inside barrier right there. Super tight. But that lap was 8:61, so not as good. Maybe I threw it in a little too sideways, but I think the times are going to slow down a little bit on the bottom anyways with the track slickening off. So we'll be all right. But we're starting back in 7th. We can only fall one spot here. And Ledford's right in front of us on that outside, that 37 white and orange car. So already getting out of whack on the straightaway, just because these long straightaways are tough. But we do hit the bottom really well. We get in front of Ledford, which is beautiful. I want to try to get in front of Conyer here. He is really fast as well. I threw that thing super sideways in there, but Conyer went super wide, so we're able to get in front of him. If I could hold 5th here, I'll be super happy about that, just because we could start on the bottom for the A-main. That's what I really want, just to be on that inside lane for the restart. But Beasley kind of going a little slow. Had to completely let off there because I got that wall and I needed to get it turned in for the corner. But, oh dang, I got the wall again on entry. Gonna slide up. Don't get under me. Okay, we're good. Oh, wait, Long got under me. I thought the car that was behind me coming off the corner was the guy I was worried about, but Long ended up getting there. 2 more laps here. Just got to hold the bottom. We'll be good to go. We do pull them on the straightaway, kind of, which is really nice because of our engine upgrades. Really happy about that, because usually these kind of tracks, they start pulling me on the straightaway. I'm fast in the corner, and then they pull me on the straightaway. But, oh, dang it, that's that inside wall super hard. Not great. Long's going to get by us there. Can I cut him off before the corner? No, because I hit the wall, so I gave myself a bad corner. But we do hold him off somehow. I'll take that. When I was running well, I was catching up to Beasley there really quick, but we'll start 5th in the A-main. I'm happy about that. Able to start on the bottom is going to be a positive. Maybe be able to get up to 4th or 3rd right away. Did Ledford finish on the 6th place? Yes, he did. He might fall back a spot or 2 right off the start too, which is beautiful. Love to see that. Definitely want to see him starting on the outside as much as possible. But we'll see what we could do here. We got Beasley, Adam Stricker right in front of us. Who's on pole? Strickler. Strickler's having a couple really good races, and that's all the way up to 3rd in turn 1. Beautiful. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Now, Stricker, don't go too slow. Okay, he went too slow, and we almost ran him over, but we got right by him. Michael Long following straight on through behind me. That's why I'm happy Ledford started on the outside, because he could have been in Long's spot if he finished 7th, and he would have followed us right on through. But luckily, Ledford gained 1 more spot right at the end of that qualifying dash, which is nice. Very happy about that. But Kyle Strickler is absolutely moving on that outside lane, man. He is slow through the corner, but he gets such a run down these straightaways. It is crazy. Like, I feel like he has a level 6 engine and like a level 3 everything else. Like, he just only has the top speed and stuff, because he was super fast at Port Royal as well. Seems like these bigger tracks is his forte, I would say. Oh, Adam Stricker getting under me. Able to pull him down the straightaway, though. I need to pull it back down to the bottom, really hold it. I'm kind of like diamond lining both these corners right now, but I need to not go too high up if he's that close to me, because I'm trying to like enter low right by the wall. It kind of like, oh, they're wrecking behind me. I'm trying to like enter low, slide up, and then get that straight line on the exit, kind of like a big diamond, like the top of a diamond. I don't know how to explain that. That's just the easiest way for me to do it. Where is Ledford? I do not see him in the top 10, so that's actually crazy. I'm actually going to back off here right off the start, try to get behind Kyle Strickler, just so we don't end up on the outside. Oh, and that actually worked out for us to get up into the lead. Wow, I kind of like bullied my way there, but wasn't necessarily trying to do that. He just slid up a little bit too much like I did there. But Adam Stricker taking spot under Strickler. Stricker and Strickler going at it. Who's going to take the L? Usually Strickler has it in his name, but he ends up getting up in the second right behind me. He is fast. Oh, getting that inside wall. I slowed down too much. I turned in a little too early. Car only aero damage. I've gotten lucky so far with that only being aero damage so far. I thought for sure I'd get some radiator engine damage from one of those, but we still got like 13 laps left here to do so. So I just need to not turn in too early. Strickler is staying directly on me. I might be able to pull away a little bit if he stays that close to us in the corners, because he is really fast in the outer lane is the main thing. On the bottom lane, he's not as fast, it seems like, but when he was ripping that top in front of us, he was super, super fast. So he really has to get back to that, I feel like, to get back up here to me. They're 3 wide behind me in the mirror. That looked crazy. And Conyer ends up ripping that outside, getting all the way up in the second. I don't know where he started, but he's all the way up into second now. And then he tries to get by me on the bottom. That's what never makes sense. They need to stick to the top if they're running that, just to try to get by me. They caught me that way. They're super fast down the straightaways running the top. And then they get to me and then they try to run the bottom. It never makes any sense. Strickler getting back to us as well. I think he went to the top for 1 corner and caught all the way up to my bumper, because the top lane for the straightaway is just super, super fast. It is absolutely crazy on how much faster they are than me doing that. But we are running the bottom very well. I think we have a good shot at winning this thing, because it's going to be tough for them to pass me. Because it seems like if they get to me, they go to the bottom, and I can kind of block them off because I'm running the bottom anyways. Because you see Strickler got all the way to my bumper, goes bottom. Doesn't make sense. He ran the top 3 and 4 and absolutely caught up so quick. I just need to not hit that inside wall too hard. I slowed down too much there, though. Not able to take advantage, though. I'm all out of whack down the straightaway. Trying to hit the brakes on entry a little bit just to slow the car down so I don't slide up too much. We do have a couple lap cars up here that we might have to deal with, but hopefully they can stay way out of the way in the corners, which would be really nice. Strickler goes top again, 3 and 4. He's going to catch all the way up to my bumper. I'm all up in the wall looking in my mirror. But they're super tight behind me. Conyer, Strickler, and Blood. Oh, and Stricker is also there in 5th. So I'm like kind of running a train behind me. And, oh, they're getting into each other, but I think they keep it green. I just saw a little bit of a bump, but I think they kept it straight. It looks like they have. Conyer up into 2nd. Strickler back to 4th now, which is wild. Strickler's having some really good races, and he's 3rd in the points overall right now, and I know I'm not too worried about him because there's a lot of other races that he will finish like 15th to 20th. It's like these bigger tracks he is very good at, and we're just getting them at like consecutively at the moment. With the showcase was a big one for him because that's where you can make a lot of different points up, but we finished ahead of him anyway, so not worried about it. And then this one is just another big track. Williams has been running top. Hopefully he stays up there. We got 3 laps to go. Hopefully we can try and get by these lappers nice and clean. Brown's been running bottom, which could be a problem for me. Need to get by him like on this straightaway or under him on this straightaway at least. Get him to move up on the brakes to try not to overshoot that. And then he pulls down in front of Blood behind us, which is beautiful. Love to see that. I still have not seen Ledford crack the top 5 this entire race. It's been really nice, so we're going to gain some more points on him. Like, things are looking up for us. Oh, I messed up that corner because I got the wall. Blood's on our inside. We're going to come off this corner almost 3 wide there. Blood is getting a good run. I need to, like, back off, try to get under him. Kind of clipped him in the right rear, but this is the final corner. Wow, we're going to lose this race in the final corner of the race. That is crazy. Good run on Blood. Honestly, round of applause to him. I was not expecting to lose that, but I ran way too high there. I need to see the replay there at the last lap. I want to see like the behind view, like where he got by me. Because I ran a little bit too high there, clipped the wall, and then he got under me, and I just stayed a little too high, and he just completely bumped me. Stayed there on the bottom and just absolutely got by us, so good run on him. I don't know where he's at in points at all, but that was a great win for him. I wish we would have won it. That would have been nice, just to get an extra stat in the books, but Ledford all the way back in 10th. We're now, oh, Strickler's now ahead of him in the points. That is crazy. I know Ledford will get back by him very quick, but Stricker has had a couple great races right now, and we've got 64-point lead over him right now, so we're doing really, really well in the season. Very happy about that, and we're just going to gain more and more money at this point because we're not going to have to upgrade anything else in the car for sure. That will get us close to 100,000. Next race will definitely be over that for sure. Might have to repair the car after next race or the following one. I'm not sure which one. So we're going on the Husitz, though, one of the newer tracks. This one's a pretty good payout race, too, 18,500. So we are doing very well in the season. We need to just keep it up. And Husitz is still new. I haven't ran it too much, but hopefully we could run well here. I think in the 305s we did good here, so I got a little bit of experience at this track, but hopefully we could run well here in the UMPs. All right, this is the first time on the track in the UMPs, at least, because I had to mess with the setup and stuff because I didn't have one from before and I had no previous times. But we got over 4 tenths faster than the practice time, so we might be able to hit a top 5, yeah, in qualifying. It's a 2:29. If I could hit my 12:09 again, if I can hit a 0 or 1, we might have a shot at the pole, honestly. I think I'm going to run like middle to top first lap and try to go bottom second lap. So I'm pretty quick with both. I ran like a 1 up top and then like the 0 down low, but I hit it really well. So just try and be consistent. Oh, messed that first lap up, and it might hurt our second lap too. That's not great. We'll see. Oh, already hitting the wall in the second lap. So this is not good qualifying at all. Gonna have to work our way forward, which I was not hoping for, honestly. I was hoping to actually qualify well. We still might get a top 5. No, not quite. 11. Dang it. I felt really good in practice, and then I completely messed up qualifying altogether. And Ledford's back here in 10th, so I don't think we have to worry about him the rest of the year now in the points because he is just sucking now. I don't know what's up with him. First 3 races of the year, he was super consistent up there with us, and now he is just towards the back. And Kyle Strickler right now is taking Ledford's role, and I'm kind of just bullying my way towards the front, and we get to the outside of the leader in turn 1, which is pretty wild. Need to try to get to his inside, might be able to get by him. He's going to go high. I'm completely spinning my tires there after smacking the wall. He is ripping that top, though. I do think that has a lot of grip up there for sure. That bottom 3 and 4 is nice. I do think up top 1 and 2 is really good, though. You could probably make the bottom work also if you hit it correctly. If I want to try and keep close to him for like a 3 and 4, maybe I could dive it in or something. Even though 1 and 2 is kind of wider to where I feel like you could throw a slider better. But he gets a really good boost through that. But this will get us into the qualifying dash nonetheless. And we'll start, there's 5 making it. There's 4 heats then. That will start us 7th out of 8. And we can work our way forward from there. Ledford probably won't be in the qualifying dash because he qualified 10th. And there's only going to be 8 in the qualifying dash overall, so we'll be good to go. He'll probably finish 3rd in his heat or something like that, I would imagine. But we are going to have a quick race here. These laps are flying by, and if we might get a caution here or there, but either way, this is going to be a quick one, and hopefully we can work our way to the front very quickly, because I feel like we have a good shot at winning this one, because we have a lot of speed in practice and stuff. I just messed up qualifying too much, but that is what it is. That happens. You mess up qualifying, you end up getting a worse start than where you should be, and you got to work your way forward. And I'm trying not to spin out Stricker there in turn 1 because I completely messed up and hit the berm on the bottom to start the qualifying dash there. We're already up into 5th, trying to hold bottom, get under nicely if we can, maybe use them up a little. Might try to work the outside. Who's out front right now? Beasley, I think. Mike Beasley. See if we can get this outside rolling, maybe. But I feel like I'm just spinning tire everywhere right now. It's not great. Trying just different lines. I need to like lift or something, maybe. Try to keep the car straighter and then get on throttle for the exit. Kind of worked. Kind of kept the same distance, I feel like. Maybe it'll work better on the bottom. Not quite. Trying to figure things out here because we're not moving forward as much as I was hoping for. Kind of got like a middle cut down there, which was really nice. Really just trying to throttle control it through the corner, which did work. And I got a little faster, I feel like, out of that. That was a 5. Times definitely have slowed down a lot with this track. This track definitely slicked off pretty badly. But hey, we'll start on the bottom for the A-main, starting in the top 5 spot, which is our sponsor goal. I'll take that. Beasley really didn't run away. Nobody in front of me really ran away. Beasley had a little bit of a gap, but overall, man, we were pretty fast. Like, keeping up with everybody for the most part, which was really nice. I need to try not to hit the bottom berm again. We're good. And then see if we can get under these guys, maybe use them up with a little bit of a right rear and push ourselves forward. Slide up in front of Strickler. And under long there. Okay, we're up to 2nd. Let's go. That's huge. That was a big start there for us. Beasley is just ripping top right now. I'm going to see if I can run this middle bottom like I was in the qualifying dash pretty well with nobody in front of me now. You can just hear the throttle control. I'm just really tapping it over and over again, trying to keep the car straight and not spin the tires too much. Because in qualifying and practice, I was able to just really like hold the throttle down for the most part, get the car turned in, but this track has definitely slicked off quite a bit, so I don't think it's quite there anymore. But we are running really well on the bottom. 12.6 there. See if I can move around to the middle here and get some more speed. Maybe I can hold a little bit more speed through the corner and on the exit. That's a 5. We did catch Beasley a little bit. He went down to the bottom, though. I don't know why, but he did. They're kind of staying right in those tracks of the other cars in front, either on top or bottom. They run like the same exact line all the time unless I move them or I get by them. Then they slightly move out of their lanes. But Strickler ripping that top behind me. I wasn't expecting him to be fast here because this isn't one of the bigger tracks, but he is. These last 3 races, man, he has been super fast. I wonder if like they got some sort of upgrade. I don't know if that happens, if like the AI cars get upgrades at all and they start running better and stuff like that, but he is running really uncharacteristically well, I feel like. With some tracks he does well at, but this entire episode, he's been like top 3, top 5 overall in the race. He's been really good. And that propelled him up to 2nd in the points, and he's going to gain more points on Ledford in this one as well. So I'm like, I was expecting Ledford to get back by him in this one because he was only like 6 points back, but that is not going to be the case by any means. Ledford's going to lose some more points to Strickler, and we're going to pull away from Strickler as well, even more. Or Strickler and Ledford, we're going to pull away from everybody besides Beasley in this one. Beasley is super fast. Unless we get a restart, might be able to bully my way in front of him. We'll see, kind of like what happened at Williams Grove, where we were probably 2nd, 3rd place car, and then the wreck happened, and we ended up getting up into the lead. But then we lost it right there at the end to a different car. It wasn't even a Strickler, because I thought Strickler would be the one to beat us, if any. But Beasley's not pulling away a ton. We're kind of getting through lap traffic pretty well with him, because all the lap traffic is pretty much going to the top. They're being nice and cordial with us. I'm very happy about that. Because usually they like pull straight down in front of me and I have to like maneuver my way around them, and it's a pain to do. But we are doing quite well here. I'm very happy about it. Honestly, Ledford might lose 3rd place in points if he keeps this up because he is not running well at all. I think last time we ran the UMPs, like made the, oh boy, Holcomb getting in front of us and stuff. He like cut down on the exit of the corner, messed me up a lot. I think the last time we ran UMPs, when I went to go pick a schedule, Huset's wasn't in the game yet or something like that, I want to say, last time I picked the schedules. So I think we picked only licensed tracks for this one because it was 15 races. And 15 races is a good length for me because I can get like 3 races an episode, and they're not super long, they're not super short. They're like, I feel like they're really solid length, like 20-30 minutes. And like you get the showcase in this one, and sometimes they're a little longer like that, or like the big tracks like that we had in this one. But hey, finishing 2nd, that is awesome. Getting a good payout as well and pulling away in the points. Ledford finishing 10th once again. So he is really struggling right now this part of the season, which I love to see because that's going to make our bid for the championship that much easier. And Strickler has a 30-point lead over Ledford now, which is wild. Stricker in 4th is wild to me as well because I thought Michael Long would be better than him, but either way, we have what, almost a 70-point lead. I think we got 69 points, nice, over him, and we're doing really well in the season. Like, I don't think we have to worry about a thing the rest of the year. As long as we don't like wreck out of a couple races or something and put ourselves in a really bad spot, I think we'll be good to go for the most part. That'll get us well over 100,000 there. I don't think we'll have to repair the car. No, maybe after next race and next episode we will. So that will put us in a very good position for the rest of the year. We're going on the race 7, almost halfway through the season. Next episode will be Lucas Oil, I-55, and Lincoln. So some tinier tracks. That will be interesting to see how we do. But either way, we had a really good episode. Very happy with how we did. We finished, what, second, and 3rd. So we were super consistent, like almost 2nd every single week. And one of them was a showcase, which is shocking, especially Port Royal. That's one of my worst tracks, I feel like, overall. So been doing very well. Hopefully we can keep it up here going to the rest of the season and just continue to build this money going on into a new career, like into another series. I don't know, but hopefully you guys enjoyed. Appreciate you guys for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.